So, hello to you, and thank you for stopping by. What you see right in front of you is an oyster mushroom bag, which was probably arranged and left for spawning about 45-50 days back. I made a bit of a mistake in this one, but that was an experiment. I won't really call it a mistake because I ended up learning, and I will share that learning with you. Along with that, I will share a very unique technique of how you can handle your mushroom bags, because this is something that I learned very recently from an expert mushroom grower who also gave me the reason, which again I'm going to share with you as to why I'm doing this, because this is the first time I'm going to do this. Therefore, I'm making a video out of it so that all those people who grow their own mushrooms or are thinking about growing their own mushrooms, they can do it more efficiently and in a better way. So there are two learnings for today that I would like to share. One is that do not while you are doing, so I'm talking about oyster mushroom here because that is my area of expertise at the moment. So therefore, one thing I noticed is that this bag was actually set up about 50 days back or so, 50 to 55 days. So just have a look at how it has been set up. So it was set up in a way that people do it all across the world, and I would really suggest people to stop doing this. Just have a look. So I have turned it into a circular arrangement rather than letting it be as it is. But there was one mistake. This is fine, there's nothing wrong with this. There's one mistake that I did. I actually layered up the spawns the way people do it. Several of them are already doing it, and there are videos about it. I'm sharing this with all the upcoming growers, people who are thinking about growing. Please do not layer up your spawns. When I say layering, I mean one layer of the growing medium, which could be wheat straw plus coco peat or just wheat straw itself. So what people are doing is they are layering up one layer of wheat straw and then putting in a layer of the spawns on the periphery, right? And then another layer of growing medium, and then another layer of spawns on the periphery, and so on and so forth. So please don't do this, because it took this bag close to 50-55 days to start spawning. So now this is the first learning that I did. So you would be asking me as to what you should be doing instead. If you're not if I am not suggesting you layered spawning or layered creation of mushroom bags. So what you should ideally be doing is mix up, for example, put some quantity of let's say wheat straw, put some spawns over it and mix it up well, and then bag it up, right? Because that gave me excellent results. The mushrooms spawned up or mushroomed out or popped up only in about 15 to 17 days, and that was amazing. And this bag has taken good 50-55 days. So yes, this is one learning. The second one is something that I'm going to show you right now. I'm only going to cut half of the bag, so just have a look. Again, something that I learned very recently from a mushroom grower, and I will also tell you why I am doing this. First of all, just have a look at the beautiful pinheads that you see right here. So they're all across the bag. Let me kind of roll the bag over and show you some of the pinheads. Just have a look here as well as here. So yes, and here. So what I'm going to do is I've set up this rubber band. Let me unzoom a little, and then you will be able to get a better glimpse of what I'm going to do. So I'm only going to cut half of the bag, and you will have to cut full bag. It's just that I make videos in Hindi as well, so I'm going to make a video for my Hindi viewers as well. So what is it that I'm going to do? Just have a look. In the meanwhile, what I'm going to do is also keep talking while I cut this bag, and I'll tell you the reason, of course, after I've cut this bag. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere, don't even dare to think. So just have a look. So it's very simple. Why I have put this rubber band is mainly because I can easily cut through in a linear fashion, and there can be a uniform linear motion. So I'm not sure if the cutter that I'm using is sharp enough, but nonetheless I hope you've got the point. The point is very simple. You've got to cut around this rubber band, and you have to do it for all of the bag, right? So I'm not doing it right now because I don't think my cutter is too sharp at the moment. So we just cut through all, so the whole perimeter, but only at this part. So now I'll tell you why you have to do it. Okay, so let me turn the bag over and tell you the secret of doing this. So if you've ever come across naturally growing oyster mushrooms in the wild, in the open, there's one thing that you would have probably noticed, only if you have, because I have, some other people I talked to have, but I did not really. I'm not somebody who gives too much of a thought at what is happening in the nature. I probably am kind of a little shy with all these things, but nonetheless I did observe it, not on too many occasions but on several occasions. Yet I did not give it a thought. But then I had a talk with an amazing mushroom grower who is growing mushrooms at at a large scale. So he's adopted this technique and he's getting excellent growth because I've seen it with my own eyes. So simple as that. The reason is, when you see oyster mushrooms growing on trees, you would obviously be noticing the fact, if you observe it, you will notice that they start to come out of the bark in, if you consider this as a bark, they'll start to come out of the bark like this, and the bark is like sort of broken from here in the same way that I was doing here, in a linear fashion, or probably not so linear, but yes, there is cut out of the bark from where the oyster mushroom grow out. So simple as that. So this is the reason. This makes the whole process more efficient. There will be better production, there'll be quicker spawning, as well as mushrooming out of mushrooms, of course, and eventually that'll make you happy. Simple as that. So let's obviously end up sharing this video with the people who are either thinking about growing mushrooms or are already growing mushrooms but haven't an idea about what you can do with your mushroom bag so as to increase the efficiency of your production. Simple as that. So let's share this video with all those people. And one more thing, please subscribe to the channel. It's very easy, it's for free. All you have to do is press on the subscribe button as well as on the notification bell. If you have a channel, let's subscribe to each other's channel. I'm sure we can help each other during these tough times of the pandemic era that we are all going through. Thank you so much for watching the video. God bless you, take care, and I'll see you very soon in the next one. Until then, take care and peace.